So good morning again, good afternoon. We are here again this time around at the ministerial complex in Congo Town. The EJS, that's the Ellen Johnson Solid Ministerial Complex, and we have here to do the launch of the Inclusive Instant Payment System, IIPS, under the theme driving financial inclusion through instant payments and interoperability. Interoperability, that's the word actually. Interoperability. And that is operating together, operating Lone Star, Orange Money, and there's an easy way to make payments, and that's what's going to be launched today here at the ministerial complex. And we have already the governor, and Samoa is here. We have another governor. We have the minister of finance. We have other government officials here posted to receive His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Liberia, President Joseph Numa Boakai. So before we go ahead, I'd like to give you a synopsis of what today's event is going to be like. And the Central Bank of Liberia will today, a few moments from now, launch the Inclusive Instant Payment System, which will principally enable mobile money transfers between two mobile network operators, Lone Star Cell and MTN and Orange Liberia. So this launch takes place here as we're speaking now at the ministerial complex in Congo Town. It represents a transformative step in Liberia's effort to modernize its national payment infrastructures and expand access to secure, convenient, and inclusive digital financial services. And to this ceremony, we have the governor of Liberia, the president, Liberia financial sector, including mobile money operators, Lone Star Cell, Orange, all commercial banks, financial institutions, government ministries, agencies and commissions, development partners and international stakeholders all will partake in today's event as a way of showing support to the government of Liberia and to this interoperability system that will be launched here today at the ministerial complex. And His Excellency the President will deliver the keynote address, reaffirming the government's commitment to digital transformation under the agricultural rule of law, education, sanitation, and tourism. That's the ARREST agenda. And the IIPS is a national digital platform that will regulate and be supervised by the Central Bank of Liberia. It will enable full interoperability between banks, mobile money operators and financial services provider, allowing instant and secure interactions across different platforms and institutions. And so this system will give give rise to transfer of finance between the two major, I can say the two mobile operators right now in Liberia, that's Orange and Lone Star Cell MTN. And it will enable easy transfer, secure and easy transfer, and so it will be easier. So the only thing that will happen will be, and that's what Joseph Dean was saying in there, there will be no excuse anymore. You'll not tell somebody, say, oh, I get Lone Star, or you get Orange, or no way, or everything can work. So for some of the guys who like to use that as a level, bro, no way again, baba. Everybody gotta pay. You get Lone Star, you get Orange, you will still receive my. And that will boost the financial sector, that will boost petty traders, that will boost trade and investments around Liberia, around the country, because then what you have now is Lone Star Cell will send secure money, any amount of money. I think at some point you will just have to boost your payment limit and increase your payment limit, but everyone will receive money and will receive money from any company, especially with either Lone Star or Orange, and that makes it beautiful. And that's some of the reasons why the government of Liberia is saying this one is going to increase financial interactions among businesses, among business people. And so with the IIPS, individuals and businesses will be able to send and receive money in real time between banks, that's bank accounts, mobile wallets, or across service providers, enhancing convenience, reducing transaction delays, and limited reliance on cash. So then we'll have a seamless, like a cashless society where you will not be, you don't say anybody says, just bring money and pay. No, you got more money or scan a QR code and I'll pay. And I think that's good. That's very good. And the question is, why does this matter for Liberia and for the financial climate system in Liberia? And it results as Liberia's digital economy continues to expand, the need for unified, efficient, and inclusive payment ecosystem has become increasingly urgent. The IIPS addresses persistent challenges such as fragmented payment channels, slow transaction processing, and limited interoperability among financial service providers. By connecting all major players on one national platform, the system enhances trust, transparency, and efficiency across the digital payment landscape. And some of the benefit that this will bring will be for citizens and small businesses. The IIPS will make everyday transactions simpler and safer, whether sending money to family, receiving payment directly into a mobile wallet or bank account, or conducting business without carrying cash. And so we have signaled that the convoy of His Excellency the President is fast approaching. Any minute from now, the convoy of His Excellency will be in sight. And so we're going to adjust ourselves to the protocol system here to receive His Excellency the President of the Republic of Liberia. This is Joseph Newman Boakai. We have the Governor Samuel, who is here and seated and ready to receive His Excellency. So we shall be bringing you the activities here as we go ahead.
Exclusive instant payment system between Lone Star Cell and Orange Liberia. So, as you can see, we are live here. My name is TrueLiberia.
There you have it. His Excellency the President has arrived, and we've been slightly adjusted to come a little closer to the vehicle. Find a way around them. She can move.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor at this time to announce the arrival of Her Excellency, President of the Republic of Liberia.
You may be. Thank you very much, the Armed Forces of Liberia Marching Band. You may have your seats, please. Where is my
Mr.
co-host? Where are you? Okay, all right.
When the anthem was playing just now, this sound language motive something that unlike. Sound language people supposed to interpret national anthem too. Don't do it again. We arrest you. How the anthem will be playing and you be interpreting it.
She's trying to inject something new into it.
Yeah.
All right. So I think we should commend her for that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Because the church, usually when they are singing, I don't see the sign language people interpreting.
Maybe
you don't know it.
Maybe you don't get bobo in your church. Be that a reason. Speak to the president and you say you can't start the program with the president and the president.
Good morning, Mr. President.
I was coming, the governor was telling me, say, Joseph, you must welcome to the program. I said, why? He said, the president will be there. I said, how will welcome so in front of people? Yeah.
And you know, God is a wonderful God, you know. And Joseph Dean has been fasting and praying to be an MC, not just for an occasion, but at an occasion where we have Christmas.
Yeah, the question
in front of the president.
Yeah, in the month of December.
In the month of December. So man, God has answered your prayer. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the journey. How it all started.
Yeah, but before you say something about the journey, let me just let the audience know that Central Bank, they strategically crafted the whole IIPS thing, which is a good thing for that period. And I face it, since the IIPS is an app that was created by the Central Bank, different user get it and fintech or money put them or whatsoever to do their thing, what it's supposed to do. And I expect the expert explaining, I just trying to bring some key points. Because you know, this is one of the things, because Central Bank recently launched a program trying to see how best they can protect our currency thing.
Yeah.
And this particular program will help to protect the currency. Because you go to our neighboring country, like Ghana, Nigeria, and other parts, you hardly see people touching physical cash. Everything is being transaction being done through the electronic media and all those kind of things. And so,
Professor Dean,
thank you.
I'm so proud of you.
It's a good thing. So the starting with the person to person, which means I can send to you that way. I always send you small thing.
Yeah.
And you know, then
I will not dispute that.
yeah, the entity to person, for example, small time from now, after the loan, I see the deputy managing director for it. The poor guy almost employee. So you will see them taking pay to mobile money, to orange money. The salary rate on their phone. They be seen. I think I will go in land to bank to be stretching people then from Bloom's Bank, GT Bank, and Echo Bank to be stressing them.
Let's give the professor a round of applause. And actually the background is that he recently attended a CBL-sponsored media workshop. And the guy trying to show that he learned a lot from this workshop. You're a smart guy. Let's give him a hand, please.
Before you give me a hand, I want to ask one question. I want to ask one question, then we'll go for the provide to the program. Mr. Kapuan, be not the president for me. So you can, Mr. President, I want to ask you the question. You can use mobile money too? Imagine if you are using mobile money, you were there and you broke.
He will start using it today. He will start using it today. Now, so let's look at how it all started. The joining, how it began.
Exactly.
The forces involved, the individuals involved, the processes involved. So we'll now bring you a video documentary right now. Please put the lights up, especially on the stage.
This is a transformational project for the country. The pillars of our leadership here has been to digitize the Liberian economy. The payment landscape is increasingly This is a transformational project for the country. The pillars of our leadership here has been to digitize the Liberian economy. The payment landscape is increasingly becoming very important, and in order for us to be on par with our neighbors, we thought that the way to do that would have been to digitize the economy. So we have embarked on a project to fully deploy a switch that can incorporate all of the market participants, which include the commercial banks, the mobile money operators, and the fintech. So as a first step towards achieving that, we decided on the integration of the mobile money operators as a first step to achieving the deployment of the national electronic switch.
Liberia. Its history is deeply rooted in strength and perseverance, shaped by generations who have worked to rebuild and move the country forward. Yet, one of its greatest ongoing challenges is financial inclusion. Financial access is limited, and interoperability is missing, and the unbanked, especially in rural areas, remain underserved. To address these challenges, the Central Bank of Liberia, in partnership with African Lender and TitsaWorks, is currently implementing a national inclusive instant payment system. a modern, open infrastructure designed to support digital financial inclusion at scale.
So for the implementation of the fast payment system, the central bank is riding on the Mojo Loop open source switch or technology. And the importance of leveraging the Mojo Loop is such that integration is easier. The switch is compatible with whatever payment infrastructure that the DFSPs have, and the enabling framework to ensure that the switch is used in a very safe and secure environment.
So we are visiting Liberia to support the Central Bank of Liberia in implementing the project, talking with the stakeholders, seeing the users on the ground, looking at the challenges firsthand, and also trying to move forward with the project implementation from the system, as well as the other work streams that are necessary to launch the instant payment system in Liberia.
Liberians have been waiting for a transformational change, and this is part of the strategy of the Central Bank of Liberia and the government of Liberia as large. And this is going to change the mindset of people around the handling of cash. It's also going to create another opportunity for Liberians.
So this is going to benefit the whole ecosystem, starting with the central bank, all the banks, all our agents, all our subscribers, and the entire Liberia population, including the mass and pass in the marketplace. And you can send money from the orange line to MTN with ease and at a low cost. Welcome on board this interoperable solution, and let's grow digitally together.
For the folks in the rural areas, I might say Lone Star already ensure that they are widely using our network, but with this electronic system, it helps with your money is secure. You can have access to it any time of the day. With MTN, this is going to be an add-on to whatever already exists. Interoperability is here. Let's welcome it. Let's make it work for each and every one of our congregation and Liberia people very well. Everybody should come on board. Let's work together.
This project is the result of tireless work and collaboration, built to provide real benefits for businesses, families, and communities across the country.
I want to tell the Central Bank governor and his team that, hey, bravo, we want to see this thing happening. We are not just saying that it should happen. We want to see it now, because that is the easier way that we can see our people moving forward. So I appreciate what they are doing, and we will support them to make sure we reach the messages to our people to understand that this is the way we can go and build our country.
This new payment system will bring real change.
Once the system is fully implemented, it will impact every citizen in Liberia in a positive way.
But it is more than that. It will be a foundation for lasting financial inclusion and growth.
And so we encourage countries and central banks that have not embarked on this initiative to take advantage of it, because it will be a game changer for any economy.
The future is bright in Liberia.
Let's put our hands together. Oh, great, great, great. Now we're getting set for the panel discussion, which will be moderated by Mr. Akinwele Goodluck. Mr. Goodluck is the Deputy CEO for Africa, NENDA. But before we invite the team, how impressed you were, Mr. Dean, Professor Dean? You seem a little...
For me, I had to be impressed though. Anything can impress me.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I noticed something. You know that they think the governor trying to settle between Lone Star and Orange settle Guyam. Look at the two tables different. But where you're supposed to be sitting together.
Yeah.
You're still creating this thing among yourself. Because the Lone Star people, how their faces serious. Only orange happy about it here. Why?
No, stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
You got to live to be open in the country, please. Mr. You're clap for the president. Yup. I say you're going to play John Smarton. You're clap for the president again. You ask me why I say you're going to clap for him.
Why?
Lone Star and Orange, they've been in local here for years. The honor President Boakai administration, they're making peace between them today. So you're clap for him again. But he issue only one. He issue back.
You know, he's long been wishing to be a part of a ceremony involving the president at this.
No, I always on the president. The president need laughter.
God has
so most of the time, the only thing I would tell him, sometimes when he sitting in your yard that call me, that just do let me make it laugh. Yeah. You can just be laughing when he's laughing. Isn't it?
All right, let's get to more serious things right now. Mr. Akinwale Goodluck is the Deputy CEO for Africa NENDA. He will moderate the panel discussion. Thank you. Yeah.
The President of Liberia, Joseph Nyuma Boakai. It's a great honor for me to be here this morning in Liberia. It's my second time in Liberia. Last time I was here was about 2006, and the transformation in Liberia. Your Excellency, I'm very honored to moderate the panel this afternoon. We will not take too much time because I think a lot of the questions that people would have wanted to ask have been addressed, one in the welcome remarks by the Deputy Governor. They've also been addressed in the opening address by Director Miata, the Director of Payments, and also that was shared. We can also see that a lot of information has been shared. Financial inclusion, good, it's great. But what do we do about financial inclusion? What is the impact of what we're doing today? What is it going to mean to the ordinary man in Monrovia and other parts of Liberia? I have the pleasure of introducing a very distinguished panel this morning. Permit me to invite to sit down the Honorable Henry F. Samoa, Executive Governor of the Central Bank of Liberia. I will share with you that I have been in several meetings with His Excellency, the Executive Governor. The journey to today was not necessarily a very smooth and easy journey. His passion, his resilience, and his clarity has helped to deliver what we're launching today. Excellency, I greet you. Permit me to also introduce the Honorable Minister for Finance and National Planning, Honorable Augustine Pehe Wafon. The owner of the Arrest Agenda. Being part of this panel is also significant because the IIPS that we're launching today now is also going to be a big tool and asset in the hands of the government in terms of how the government governs and how the people also respond to the government. It would be a payment system that for payments from the government to the people and for people to the government. As we launch today, we are launching not just the P2P, the interoperability between Orange and MTN, but also we're launching with a government-to-people use case, and you will hear a little bit more about this later on today. It also gives me great pleasure to invite two people who have also been instrumental to where we are at today. It's taken a lot of effort, a lot of time, a lot of integration cost, a lot of working together for a common purpose in Liberia. And let me introduce the CEOs of MTN and Orange Money. Bring onto the stage Abubakar Halidu from MTN and Maxwell Dodd from Orange Money. So today we've launched a payment system that allows Orange and MTN to talk to each other and exchange traffic. But on top of that, and I think this was mentioned earlier by Director Miata, we're also going to see the banks coming on board. We're going to see the fintech, and the banks are today ably represented by Mr. Olalekan Balogun, who is the President, Liberia Bankers Association. All right, thank you. I'll just join them. In the interest of time, we're going to cut it short a little bit, and we're going to restrict everybody to one question. Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of the Bank of Liberia, a key policy driver and indicator of opportunity in any economy is the number of people who are financially included. How will the Central Bank of Liberia's new payment system, the IIPS, help achieve greater financial inclusion in Liberia? Thank you.
Thank you, Wally, and good morning, Mr. President, and good morning, distinguished guests. So the CBL IIPS is set to enhance financial inclusion by providing individuals and businesses with real-time access to affordable, convenient financial services, which are really, really beneficial for the the IIPS will achieve greater financial inclusion will be through several mediums. One will be the immediate access to funds. The system is set such that it is instant. So individuals and or businesses will be able to receive payments instantly. So once you are able to receive your payments instantly and on time, you are actually able to plan very well and plan adequately with your financial resources. Another medium through which this IIPS will achieve greater financial inclusion is the cost-saving nature of the IIPS. This IIPS is going to be very cost-effective. We've worked with the operators so that the cost is not prohibitive to users. It will be at an affordable cost. And so that's one of the mediums through which we'll achieve greater financial inclusion. Also, it has in it enhanced security. Users will be protected, and then users will transact in such a way that they will not have to leverage cash so much, because having your resources on your mobile phone will ensure that even if your phone is missing, your funds are still available to you. All you need to do is to get back to the operators. Once your SIM card is restored, the funds are still available to you. So there is a sense of enhanced security and minimizing risks that is associated with handling of cash. It will also improve financial management. Based on the speed at which funds are delivered to you, you have access to your account balances. When funds are moved to you, you get an SMS message almost immediately. And you know that funds on your wallet, and you can plan better. You can budget how you can then use those funds. Again, like I said, especially leveraging on the P to G. What we've seen in the past, and all of us are victims of that, when salary payments are delayed, what we ordinarily do is to borrow. And when we borrow at real high cost. But with this system, especially the G2P, government salary payments will be done almost instantly and immediately. So you don't need to go through the hassle of borrowing, because you are assured that on a given date, the payment will be made, you will receive it instantly, and you can plan very well and manage your resources. So the adoption of this instant payment is expected to drive economic growth, improve financial health and job creation, as well as bring development to our people. So these are just a few ways that this IIPS will improve financial inclusion in the Liberian economy.
Thank you very much, Executive Governor. He spoke about access for everybody. 3, he spoke about it being instant. And these are key factors that drive inclusivity. So what Liberia is launching today is not only an instant payment system, it's an inclusive instant payment system. Thank you, Excellency. My next question goes to the Honorable Minister. We know the role that payments will play in every economy. We know how payments drive accountability, transparency, etc. Honorable Minister, how does the government intend to leverage the IIPS for receiving and making payments to promote access to government services?
Well, thank you very much. Let me just reminisce on the past a little bit.
Closer.
I remember that, I think around 2008, when I got appointed in this position years ago, one of the challenges we faced was efficient payment of civil servants. People remember that whenever government was paying people, the banks, at the time they were largely in Central Monrovia, people would be standing on lines from Ashmont Street, sometimes as long as down Randall Street. And we had to fly our employees across the country to pay civil servants. That was inefficient, and it created a lot of leakages. So we implemented then what was called a direct deposit system to pay through the banks. What that did was it cut off a lot of inefficiencies, corruption, and leakages, and that it created a saving culture among civil servants. That has continued. This, I think, adds on to that. Let me say that today's launch is a big step forward to the payment switch that we expect to come up next year. I want to thank the governor and the team because when we want to move the economy from informality to formality. On that journey, we need to improve payment systems. If government can pay quickly, we save costs. Sometimes it is not a matter of government not having the cash, but how efficiently we pay. And whatever delays that obtain affects our people. And the governor told you in the delay period, they go and they borrow. And they borrow at interest rates that sometimes are exorbitant. Indirectly, we are reducing their salaries. So the efficiency that we create is saving salaries, is saving our people from extra burden, and that money we are saving, they can buy what is called in Liberia bread and butter. Also, we are happy that we are launching this because on the revenue side, I see the honorable, one of the persons that is very excited about this. Maybe you should have brought him on this panel. Is Dr. Jala, the Commissioner General of the Liberia Revenue Authority, because what this does for revenue collection is phenomenal. Our reach as tax collectors, you want to reach to as many persons as possible. This helps to enable our reach. Also, it creates trail. It makes it difficult for leakages. Also, what it does is that it brings convenience. There are a lot of people who want to pay taxes, but sometimes if you have to go through burdens to pay the tax, you are not incentivized to pay the tax. So the compliance it brings, the more convenience people experience in meeting obligations, they will meet the obligation. And so it's going to help us greatly. I could go on and on and on and on, but the benefits are humongous. We are looking forward ultimately to the payment switch. This is a giant step towards that. Because what that is going to do is also going to help us at the National Food Authority. The clearing of goods. One of the things that is an impediment in this country is the time our people take to clear goods from the port. The time they take to pay for services. The port, thanks to the MD and others, they have extended services in the night. But when we fully achieve what we want to achieve, people can be anywhere and pay. As a result, they can clear their goods faster. When they clear their goods faster, they are saved from higher demurrage charges. And when they are saved from that, they're going to sell their goods at practically relatively lower cost. And the lower costs they are selling for will save our people from higher costs. And the higher costs our people are saved from will help them to buy more bread and butter. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. I think the thing that sort of resonated with me, and I'm sure the audience, one is convenience, is effectiveness, and it's about the savings for the people. It's also good that you mentioned the revenue collection, tax collection, the transparency, the ease of paying taxes, and I can assure you that the Central Bank of Liberia is very ahead of the game. In addition to the 2 use cases that have launched today, the Central Bank has also issued a mandate that by the end of February 2026, the P2G use case must be launched and put on the IIPS. So that will drive the Thank you very much. Very quickly, let me now go to the two gentlemen who own the customers. MTN and Orange have been doing business in Liberia for a while, and today so congratulations to the two of you, and kudos for the hard work and the support. Let me start with Maxwell. What should your subscribers expect with interoperability? What will change?
Okay, before I answer that, I might say this has been an awesome journey. Myself and Abu were involved in MMI rollout in Ghana. It took us months. When the governor called us onto the table, we said minimum of 6 months. He said, no, I don't have 6 months. And it's been delivered. This is one of the fastest we've seen across Africa. So good work for us. What are they to experience? Convenience, low cost. And the low cost bit is a bit interesting. If you want to cash out as a subscriber today from any of us, it will cost you 2% to cash out. With this system, you're going to pay less than 1%
to transact. So there's few savings there. There will not be the need for our subscribers to have 2 devices or 2 SIMs. Now you can send across. No need to worry about whether there's network coverage or not for me or for him. Wherever you are, as long as there's a cell site there, whoever it is from, you can send money across. So convenience is going to come to play. In the rural areas where we are struggling to reach out to all of them, it's not going to be an issue anymore. Convenience, low cost, and availability. The service is going to be available to everyone across Liberia. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Maxwell. And again, we keep hearing about convenience, about cost, and these are awesome developments for the subscribers in Liberia. Abu, we know that with instant payment systems, as we develop fantastic payment systems, there are people who are also working very hard, staying overnight to also undermine these systems. It's important that we build trust in the use of these systems, because if we don't build trust, we don't build the traffic, then the payment system is not sustainable. From an MTN mobile money perspective, what are your thoughts around this journey of innovation with particular focus on consumer protection?
Thank you. Just as my brother Maxwell said, we've been together in the trenches trying to get this done, and it's been a good journey. It has its own hard times and times of laughter, but today we are here with a product. From MTN, one of our cardinal objectives is to get the unbanked to be banked. And we see this platform as one of the many ways that we can get the unbanked to be banked. Mobile money hinges on 3 pillars: trust, convenience, and security. So for us, security is very key. We can assure each and everyone that with us or with this system, your funds are secured. You can get it instantly, irrespective of the network in which you are. And convenience, you can sit in your offices or any workplace and get these transactions done, believing that nothing will go wrong. Your accounts are protected and you have more products to come out. We have, through this platform, going to extend products like lending that we already have, school fees payment, merchant payment, all are products that the customer should be able to look at and be assured that at any time the service is available. At any point in time, you don't have to hassle. All you need to do is to dial *156# and you'll be able to transact. So we want to assure you that keep sending from Orange to...
So *144#. I thought we had a deal, brother. We had a deal, my brother.
Okay. So
*144#.
Yes. So this platform, for me, I think kudos to the governor. He's been driving this, and at any point in time, he talks about security. Your data is secured. Nobody will come to you and ask that we should divulge your security, your information, and to be done. Not through this platform, not through any platform. So the Liberian people should be assured, use the platform to do all their businesses and transactions, and go home sleeping that their data and funds are very secure. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Abu. And the last of my distinguished panelists, he's the president of the Liberia Bankers Association, so he's speaking for all the banks. Today we have achieved interoperability between MTN and Orange. The next step is what we call cross-domain interoperability, where the banks are also they're connected and it's interoperable, so that you can send money easily from your mobile wallet to your bank account, and also in the opposite direction. Mr. Balogun, as the MNOs have achieved interoperability today, the next milestone, of course, will be cross-domain. What will be the impact of this for the payment sector?
I'll sit on existing protocol because I don't know whether it's morning or afternoon now. Your Excellency, good afternoon, sir. So for me, today is a wonderful day because what we are doing here is going to lay the foundation for the interoperability of bank accounts to the mobile money. Before now, we have like two sectors. You have the banking sector, which is to some level we have interoperability. They are going through the ACH and the RTGS. This one we're doing today now, we actually enhance our own operations, and I will explain why. If you look at the banking penetration in Liberia today, you find out that apart from the major cities, you don't really have banks in the rural areas. So what we're having here today would be something that is a platform for us to leverage on. So I see a lot of benefit for we the banks here, even though I'm envious and jealous of them, but I believe that it's a platform for a better thing to happen. So I expect to see the market grow exponentially because I'm exposing myself now to a bigger market, which is the telecom subscribers and the mobile money operation. So as a bank, that's an expansion of our business. We're going to see more volume of transactions, and we are going to see a lot in terms of value of transaction that will happen. We've been talking about agency banking. Without this interoperability between the telcos, agency banking will still be limited because we are not going to be in most of the locations where we as banks want to operate. We still have to leverage on them. So much has been said about a lot of the benefit that this will bring in terms of cost savings. For me, most importantly, is actually the efficiency this will bring. You come to the bank today, you see a large number of people there waiting to cash out cash. Handling of cash for us is actually a major cost in terms of our drivers when it comes to expenses. With this interoperability now, even as most of them will still have bank salary as their salary account or businesses that still have salary, they have the benefit of receiving payments now through the mobile money and coming to the bank to encash it by liquidating it into their current account and be able to do their transaction. So this will grow our own business as it were today, reduce our cost of doing business, and expose us to more opportunity in terms of innovations. So today we are just talking about payment and receiving. There are a lot of innovative products that can be leveraged on this. I talked a bit about agency banking now. I mean, under agency banking, as a bank, I can actually operate and lend to people within the area where I'm not. The insurance company also have an opportunity. We have the fintechs coming on board. The beauty of everything we've said here is that no matter what you do, the money must still sit in a bank. So what this has done for us is that it's helping us expand to where ordinarily our brick and mortar or the few technology we operate today cannot reach. So it's a welcome development. I'm sure my members, myself, we are very honored to have this happening today because it's something that will leapfrog our own business as a bank. Even though I'm envious, I thought we'll have done it together today. But like I said, this is the journey of the better things to happen in the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I was initially going to ask everybody to give a closing remark, but I do know that everybody here has a speaking opportunity later on the agenda. So I'll save my panelists from making any last remarks. Let me say a big thank you to the panelists. Thank you for the knowledge you have shared. Thank you for the humility and the way you have shared that information. And thank you for your passion for Liberia. Thank you very much. Excellency.
Let's give them another round of applause, please.
Yes. A lot of good things were said. Wow. That period getting better. Wow. Your clap for that again.
Yeah, right now,
the president for the Bengal City just say he jetted over the mobile money people. Yeah, but my brother except yeah, I had left can be sometime. Yeah, but you will make it one day,
Professor Dean.
Make it.
Did you see the camaraderie between the MTN mobile and
yeah, but they even had to remind him. They met my brother. I thought we had a D. You see it? Most of still want pin problem in the team, but it will not well. Every weapon against the team shall not prosper in Jesus' name. Who they go fire? They partner with who?
They will hold.
They will hold.
And let's give the panel another round of applause, please. I have the pleasure at this time, Mr. Dean, to introduce our cultural ambassador.
I'm a boy owing me.
He owe you?
I want credit for me.
Come on, sit.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the cultural ambassador. Honorable Kegura Kamara.
Thank you.
Something is that.
Thank you. His Excellency Joseph Numa Boakai, President of the Republic of Liberia, the Minister of Finance, the Governor, and all the governors here present. We're very blessed to be part of this program, indeed. And since March this year, we've been involved with the Central Bank of Liberia, carry on the financial education throughout the 15 counties. And this is another opportunity because all what the BB people were saying here, we got to simplify it so that another job coming again. Let's clap for ourselves, traditional artists. So more coming. We have to do that. But I'm happy today that I have told my uncle, indeed, that something inside this, since my appointment, something inside it. And I want to prove it to you. Today I'm very, very pleased to introduce our diaspora Liberian national cultural ambassadors who have come at this time to join us in spreading the message of peace, national reconciliation, and hope. I'm happy that Mrs. Banti Zayu, Annie Banti Zayu, is the president of the Liberia National Cultural Ambassadors of Liberia. She was president all the way in 1978 when we traveled to America. You know, the famous cultural ambassadors. We have here, Sis William, with us at that time, and all of them have been performing throughout. Junior Cooper, he's here. Our lead singer, Madame Isabella Wure, is called Masiba. She acted with Flomo, so that Flomo wife, the second wife. And so,
the hair wife.
The hair wife.
The hair wife.
Flomo, and Agatha is also here, another star from the cultural ambassador dance troupe. And I just want you to know that, you know, Omegonda, Kamosoko, Balawala, all fought for one lady. Magame is here. Raska Gamai. So we're very, very happy. This show is Normal Day has come back to Liberia, Mr. President. Thank you so much. And I want to tell you that they are here to perform with us today as part of this program. And of course, we are happy that they have asked me to tell Mr. President that they want to meet with you. They brought a message. All the cultural troupe, all the artists in America that the president is. So they got a special message, but it will not be delivered here. It will be delivered to your place, yeah? So, thank you so much, and let's welcome them now to join the group on the ground to do a selection for us.
Mina bebe kade meta mama ni sioma koro mosa. Mina jo wajawa ya na pera kwa maja ko be mata weke. Mina yewe for mi kwa maja ma ya le. Minjawe Minnesota, Unkoma Jama and the way. Mwamia Pusama, my boy, and I better Manako Manala. Mwamia Betty Kenya today, and I just said it. Yamiku Jagana, if I my jam and Tagai. Do I find out away for my jam at Dragaway? That's a bagay for my nap on the mule. You say in a time I want to know about nap on the mule. What fire Davisada? Fire WA. Janapera can help my fire W. You can who can get? How can you that a bagay?
Thank you.
Triacopa is one of our artists that just came from the United States, the diaspora. The famous cultural ambassadors of Liberia.
Thank you.
Thank you, Giacomo.
Please put your hands together for them. Yeah, thank you. We say thank you to the culture ambassador and his crew. You know
Listen. Don't act like you, because when people were performing, you were not even born. So don't act like you know what they're doing here. Yeah, you were not even born.
No, I was small. Now my power leave me for my fish. I watched Parawara. You know what I level ne? When they performing, as soon as they join us there, for them to go that war, you got to send racket. See that all Papi wanna dance for long. Before they say stay dance. But I notice Sonny Mr. Badio. The old man and a king. They wait by old man.
Take time how you call your old man around here.
More than they money was say they think casual.
Yeah, I know.
All they know that just to please send me mobile money, the whole left. See the old man eating show on there. You see it? But I noticed Sonny the president, the mayor is singing, Mr. President, what concern you with value? You are shaking your nodding your head. You can understand value. When if we president, like nobody dollar now. Don't tell me you are radical president, Papa.
Now, Jogo, the culture should be another round of applause, please.
Increasing efficiency and indeed reducing the velocity of money, which of course comes at significant costs. More importantly, I believe, having spent some time reading a little bit about Liberia's National Development Plan, which is the ARREST agenda, the agenda is now able to ensure that the market woman will be able to receive money regardless of which customer or what system the customer is using. We mentioned, and I think earlier today, about SMEs. They will be able to go beyond cash, because now they're going to be able to build a digital footprint, which hopefully that will allow for them to get money at a cheaper rate. And we've seen this happening in other economies, where once you go digital, you can bring down the cost of credit from as high as 20% down to below 2-3%. You've now enabled the rails for that to happen. And that's why, for me, payment systems must be treated as a public good, a digital public good. Just like we connect people with power and roads, this is exactly what we're doing today. So I'm quite excited to be part of this humble journey. Allow me, as I close, to really say thank you to the leadership of the Executive Governor and indeed his amazing team at the Central Bank of Liberia. I've spent over 10 years working with central banks in different areas, especially in the payments space, and I can tell you without a doubt that this is the best of the best in class across the continent.
So as Africa Nenda Foundation, our mission is to support African countries, and we work today in about 25 countries across the continent in building resilient, instant, inclusive payment systems that serve the real economy. So for me, what Liberia has achieved today, and which is obviously just the start of the journey, is in line with that vision. And we see it not as an endpoint, but as a platform which will then enable us to now begin to build a creation of innovators, creation of fintechs on top of it. This is a great milestone in terms of a digital transformation. Your Excellency, as I close, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, today Liberia did not just simply launch a payment system. Liberia affirmed its confidence in the institution, in its people, in its digital future. Economic transformation begins with systems that work for everybody. So on behalf of African Nenda Foundation, I extend my warmest congratulations to the government, the people of Liberia, the central bank, and indeed the partners for this critical milestone. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Mr. D?
Yeah, next is Steve Halley, Mojaloop Foundation.
Thank you very much. It is an absolute honor to be here. Your Excellency, the President of Liberia, Your Excellency, the Minister of Finance and Planning, and Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of the Central Bank of Liberia. I'd like to quote the eloquence of Professor Dean earlier today when he said it's been a journey. I'm pretty sure that's what he said. The only words I understood the whole time. It has been a journey, and we've heard a lot about this 73 days. And as my colleague, Dr. Ochola, just mentioned, that's incredible. I really think everyone needs to understand how incredible that is. Mojaloop is being deployed on about 10 or so countries across Africa. And the period of the journey that Liberia did in 73 days normally takes at least 6 months, maybe 9, and in some countries it's taken years to do in 73 days. And as Director Miata said, that takes leadership, and so I'd like to actually mention something that, as amazing as 73 days is, personally, I did not find it surprising, because I remember the first conversation I had with the leadership of the Central Bank of Liberia, with Director Kute and Deputy Director Davis. Not only do I remember that first conversation, my wife remembers that first conversation, because I came out of my office and I said, that was the most amazing, exciting conversation with the most dedicated, passionate, and incredible public servants that I've ever met in my entire life. Not just payments, not just central bankers, not just military, anyone I've ever worked with, dedicated public servants. And so Director Kute, thank you for your leadership. I know we have a lot of protocol. Director Kute, thank you for your leadership. This is a milestone on a journey, but the journey is actually just beginning. This is incredible that Liberia has its own Pay Na, its national payment system, built by Liberians, for Liberians, controlled by Liberians. And as we move forward on this journey, we can't wait for the next steps. More use cases, more financial institutions, and most importantly, more Liberian engineers working on this project and controlling this project and building this project as we go forward. And so on this long journey that's about to begin, I can just say I'm confident, because we have this leadership in Director Kute, who's going to take us on this journey. So thank you very much, everyone, and thank you very much, Director Kute.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And next we have Mr. Niyen Aye, CEO of Tisha Works.
Thank you so much. His Excellency, thank you so much for having us here. On behalf of the team of Tisha Works, I would like to express our deepest appreciation for being invited to be part of this journey. It is incredible, and we would like to congratulate the people of Liberia for this achievement. I would like to especially thank the leadership, as Steve has mentioned, from the Payment System Department in Central Bank of Liberia, Dr. Mieta, Dr. Davis, and many other colleagues who has given us support, the guidance, and the warmth that we feel whenever we visit Liberia. Pay Nana is for Liberians, built by Liberians. And congratulations on this achievement, and there's many more good things to come. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next is Mr. Abdusalam Abedimye, Director General, Africa Multilateral Institute.
Mr. Abdusalam Abedimye.
Sorry,
I hate to pronounce names when I'm not too sure. Abedimye.
You're African, a true son of Africa.
Thank you so much, MC. You know, when you call the name, what came to my mind first is I should prepare for another naming ceremony so that I can change the name to reflect what you just said. Thank you so much, Your Excellency, the President of Republic of Liberia, Honorable Ministers, the Governor of the Bank of Liberia, board members here present, Deputy Governors, distinguished guests, honorable members of cabinet and legislature. Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here. Your Excellency, Mr. President, it's an honor to join you today on this important occasion marking the official launch of the Liberian National Electronic Payment System and in an instant inclusive payment platform. The launch is very important to us, Mr. President. The launch represents that more than the launch represents more than the deployment of the digital infrastructure. It reflects Liberia's continued commitment to economic reforms, institutional strengthening, and inclusive growth. As Kofi Annan always said, late Kofi Annan, he mentioned something which is very important for discussion at this meeting. He said, development is about transforming the lives of the people. And I think what is going on today sounds more like direct speech of the transformation of the Republic of Liberia. Very importantly also, Mr. President, Liberia's recent progress has anchored, or was anchored, or has been anchored on resilience, reforms, and steady infrastructure building. In this context, modern payment systems are not mere technical arrangement. They are founded on trust, efficiency, broad-based economic participation, secured, fast, inclusive payment to reinforce confidence in the financial system and support everyday economic activities. Beyond the domestic economy, which is very important also, is to say that robust national instant payment system provide the foundation for effective regional and cross-border payment within the West African zone and wider within ECOWAS. In this regard, this program today strengthens Liberian integration into the regional payment landscape and support trade and remittances flow. It is important to also mention that WAMI is presently working on the UBI, which is the Unique Bank Identification and Digital Initiative. We believe that this particular initiative will work strongly along with WAMI mandate. Mr. President, this is also very important. This milestone coincides with an excellent macroeconomic outcome which I've observed in the economy of Liberia. Inflation is now single digits. Very importantly, growth has increased over time. Deficit has reduced. This is very, very significant to macroeconomic stability of the region as a whole. Mr. President, with your permission, I want us to put our hands together for the hard-working president of this country, the hard-working governor of the bank, the hard-working minister, and the people of Liberia. Thank you.
Thank you. Next is Madam George Owa.
Yeah, she's representing Georgia Wallen. Yes.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. With all protocols observed, His Excellency Joseph Yuma Boakai, President of the Republic of Liberia, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Georgia Wallen, World Bank Country Manager for Liberia, I am pleased to join you today and to congratulate the Central Bank of Liberia and its partners on the launch of the first phase of the instant payment system. Today, as others have mentioned, is an important milestone for Liberia's financial sector and a significant step towards modernizing the country's payment ecosystem, laying strong foundations for a more efficient, inclusive, and resilient financial system. Instant payments are more than a technological upgrade. They are a public good. They make everyday transactions faster, safer, and more affordable for households, businesses, and governments alike. Through person-to-person payments and government salary payments, this first phase should help deliver real, tangible benefits to Liberians. For the government, instant payments help improve efficiency, transparency, and reliability of public payments. For the private sector, they reduce transaction costs, support small businesses, and enable new digital services. And for citizens, they mean quicker access to funds, greater convenience, and increased trust in the financial system. At the heart of modern payment system is interoperability. This is the ability for banks, mobile money operators, and other financial institutions to connect through shared infrastructure, so payments can be more seamlessly and securely across the system. Today's launch of the first phase is a critical step in that direction. It lays the foundation for a fully interoperable national payment switch, which over time will reduce fragmentation, support innovation, and unlock the full benefits of digital payments for Liberia. As usage grows, continued focus on integration, governance, and sustainability will be essential to unlocking the full potential of the system. Once again, congratulations to the Central Bank of Liberia on this achievement. We commend the leadership and commitment that made today possible, and we look forward to seeing this platform grow and serve as a foundation for Liberia's digital economy. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam. Thank you. The Chief Executive Officer of Lone Star Cell MTN is being represented by Mr. Ali Faki, who is the Deputy CEO.
Hello, everybody. Thank you. All protocols observed. Your Excellency President Joseph Yoma Boakai, Executive Governor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Lone Star MTN Mobile Money, we are honored to welcome you to this historic occasion. Today, Liberia celebrates a landmark achievement in its financial sector, the seamless interoperability between Lone Star Cell, MTN Mobile Money, and Orange Money. For the first time, Liberians can now send and receive money across networks without barriers. This is more than convenience, it is empowerment. From the bustling streets of Monrovia to the most remote villages, every Liberian now has a bridge to modern economy. We salute President Boakai for his vision, Governor Samoa for his stewardship of Liberia's financial ecosystem. Together we are laying the foundation of prosperity, where mobile money interoperability is not just a milestone, but a cornerstone of national transformation. Lone Star Cell MTN remains steadfast in this mission to empower Liberians, foster digital inclusion. And to conclude, since we are all talking about sending money
easily across network. Merry Christmas on all of you. Pay Nana to my Lone Star. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well said. All right, we're really running with time, and I like how brief you were. We hope that we will get another very brief remark from Mr. Jean Morel Yao, Chief Executive Officer, Orange Liberia. I hope you can do it in 1 minute. That would be very nice.
Your Excellency, Ambassador Joseph Boakai, President of the Republic of Liberia, honorable government officials, distinguished partners, guests, members of the press. As the chairman of Orange Money Liberia, I'm proud and honored that our institution has contributed to this important national journey that answers the Liberian people's expectation for faster and more inclusive financial services. I commend His Excellency the President of the Republic of Liberia for his bold vision of digital transformation. I praise the Central Bank of Liberia for its leadership in enabling cooperation across the ecosystem, culminating in the successful launch of Pay Nana. These milestones marks a clear move away from fragmented systems, so-called wallet gardens, towards an open and innovative digital payments landscape. As seen in Ghana, India, and across Francophone region, interoperable payment systems accelerate financial inclusion, especially where mobile money is the primary gateway for financial services. In this spirit, Orange Money Liberia and the entire Orange Group fully welcomes these initiatives and look forward to delivering a secure, simple, and inclusive payment experience for all Liberians. Finally, I would like to congratulate our teams, mainly the technical teams. Some are sick now. 70 days is not easy, under the leadership of Maxwell Dodd, for the amazing work and the sleepless nights. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We're really running with time, so we would really appreciate if we made our statements as brief as possible.
Yeah.
So we now welcome.
That my friend. Let me call.
Okay, so you introduce.
Yeah. I would like to call on my brother, my own brother from the. His name is Mr. Olulu.
You're not calling the man name right? Why the microphone give on you?
Belungung. Oluluki Belungung.
Bro.
President Liberia Bengal Association.
Bros, you're welcome, eh?
I thought your friend's supposed to master your name, but I don't know what's happening.
The guy is minister for foolishness. Good afternoon, Your Excellency, the Honorable Minister for Finance, the Governor Central Bank, and distinguished guests. There is a saying in my village that says that you can't use one finger to carry a stone. So there are two fingers that you have to use to carry a stone. But today, I see the power of partnership by lifting something that is so important, because we came together to make sure that this vision to modernize the banking sector is something that we all believe in and is going to be a reality. So on the behalf of the Bankers Association, I'm honored to be here and to be part of this important event we're having today here. Like I said, this is a stepping stone to other beautiful things that will happen. The next step now is to connect the bank to the mobile money, and that will now make us have a unified and globally accepted payment system. That is a reality. We've demonstrated that it's possible here. So within the shortened time period, I believe that this can also be achieved too. We've talked about the benefit of what the payment system can do in an environment. I see it as an opportunity for us to leapfrog the development of the country and be able to achieve the president when it comes to inclusive development. So I want to thank everybody here today, and I want to assure the central bank and the general public that the Liberian Bankers Association are fully committed to this project, and we do everything to make sure that we actualize it within the time frame that will be set by the central bank. Thank you.
Thank you, bros.
You need to redefine your friendship with Professor Dean.
But I'm easy, my friend, will get hard me. That one, let me make it clear. Do something. From all the remarks, Mama, you give me good man. What happened with you? From the remarks, I took something from two people. I took something from two people. The Lone Star Deputy CEO and the Orange CEO. You know the Lone Star guy, they just let to issue. They walk in, the bubble hanging pocket. I want to tell you very good here now, because the Lone Star here, we're doing the good job in the one pair here. And we do the job in the money to transfer the market to make it go. Then I heard me about him. He wants show that he get money back, or he bring one phone where he just open a direct. How they call it thing, notepad. For you to take one of that phone and give it to me, saying I can be MC improvement. Maybe using it, you will be heartless. You will not do it. You see it? So at the end of the day, he told all the things, and so we want to do the drive time to the central bank. The president, he bring good things for the country here, and everything good. I want to tell you, pay nana. He go. Then when I always making too, I expected to hear Frank like bonjour monsieur, c'est passé with mobile money pour c'est quoi? C'est là-bas, c'est voté. He said, oh, but anyway, you're doing a good job. Yeah, you're doing a good job.
Mr. Dean, yeah, thank you, Mr. Dean. We have to go.
Yeah.
Let's come to another important part of the program. Your good friend. Your good friend. I think you should introduce him.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor. It's quite an honor right now to introduce my friend, somebody who has been my closest friend. A friend is always there when you are in need, and this person has proven to be a friend over the years. And he was also my schoolmate. We went to school together. I ate him a lot in the process while we were in school. So I'm honored today to please invite to this program the Honorable Minister of Finance for remark, Minister Kafwan. People who can change your life when you call him name, don't put phone Isa.
Thank you, Professor. My classmate, we've tried on the academic journey, but I haven't become a professor. So I'm still trying to follow your footsteps. Mr. President, Mr. Governor, partners in progress, members of the banking community, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, transformation takes time. One cannot just wave a magic wand and everything will be fine in the economy. It takes effort, it takes planning. This government is on a path of transformation, and that's precisely why we are addressing the key constraints to growth, key constraints to expansion and job creation. Some of the key constraints include road connectivity or lack of infrastructure, especially road connectivity, lack of adequate power, energy access, access to finance is a key constraint. And we are operating on all fronts. The reason why we are deliberate in putting more money in roads, more money in energy, and then taking actions to improve access to finance is because we are addressing the key constraints to growth, the key constraints to job creation. And so everything is interlocking. They're coming together. They're coming together. To change from informality to formality, we have to take actions. Many of our people are in a category that is termed, they are termed vulnerably employed. How do we make them fully employed? We must take actions to transition them from informality to formality. This action we are taking today, this step we are taking today, is a giant step towards achieving that goal. We are increasing efficiency. We putting many people in the path of inclusivity. We're going to pay better. We're going to generate government revenue quicker as a result of this ambition. When we tabled the budget of 1.2 billion, one question that was asked, what are you depending on? What are you depending on? And let me give you the secret. One of the things we are depending on is precisely this. We are digitizing the economy. And by that, it makes it easier for tax compliance. It makes it easier for revenue collection. And it makes many persons to come conveniently in the tax net. So that's one of the reasons. And so we'll not stop. Mr. Governor, let me thank you. We are moving to a cashless society. And as a former central bank employee and staffer who worked in banking operation, used to go in the vault and see the cash, and work in international banking, traveling almost every 2 weeks to Accra to bring US dollars, sometimes 20 million. I know the risks when you're dealing with cash. You're reducing the risks. People that run commercial banks or bank branches, we know the risks. If you are operating bank branches and you must move huge amount of cash. Individuals too, we are moving gradually. This action today does not solve all the problem. We know the grand goal is the national electronic payment switch, which hopefully comes next year, but we are taking all the baby steps, all the giant steps towards that. And for that, I'm very happy. We are excited on the fiscal side. The relationship between us is excellent. We complement each other. We are two sides of the coin. To some extent, we are Siamese twins. And so, let's continue to work together to transform our economy. We are excited for this day. Thanks to you and your team for making us to reach this day. We will give you all the support we can give on the fiscal side.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Minister. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. Please clap for him again. Hey, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, no, the next speaker is somebody who...
Before I call the next speaker, I'm afraid on how I introduce him because I gotta take time. And you may want to know why I took Mr. President. You may want, Governor, you're blocking the president. You know you talk about the president, so you was supposed to put you Beyonce. Yeah, man. Mr. President, the reason why I took my time to introduce Minister Kafwan the way I did is because he helped me to roll your rescue agenda in a sense that he one of the ministers
And then Minister Tyler from Transport had joined him. And then the people from the port, you not joining too. They help me to roll your agenda in. Time. We're doing the president not rushing. The country resting, the man one program, you're just doing time. You're just be rushing the man. How much play the president one will be at the same time? Let the public rest, man. Yeah, you're just between time. The protocol can be bringing out thing or time. You want to go somewhere, go the president here. What happened now? Hello. So as I was saying, yeah, man. Yeah, what happened? Because let us go with us. Even the president go to the other place, he still work for today. And this is my achievement. I can't use one person at that. Like people how to certify already. Man, I think all the programs you will still look for something to talk in. So you lead the paper, let you rep, listen to the program, not man. As I was saying, the reason why I introduced Minister Kafwam the way I did, Mr. President, time. So because always finding way to create means for we that from the collective society to be a part of this kind of program, and it's very important. Let's put joke aside, because if you call me a comedian in the December month, you know that my family will be able to post something. No, it may be funny, but the reality. Yeah. The reality. My family will be able to put something on the table. I will be able to stretch my hand to other extended family. So I said it the last time to your host, you need to talk to your ministry, government entity, when they're doing program, they're not only comedians, musicians, let it include it in the program so the program be able to put something on the table. The collective sector must be invested into. With that being said, Mr. Kafwan, before I introduce the next speaker, now because I can be praising you, so you just remain on a constant figure. That December more, you must step out a bit. And Mr. President, if I can recall that my 4th time in front of you, me and Sarah Badio, the last time on your web did that fundraiser about it, I thought you was going to send something and envelope to me. I waited again yet. Please don't escape like that today, Mr. President. Mr. President, at December, you do it, I will go and I forgive you. Let us do with us. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as we welcome the bank governor, Honorable Henry Samoa.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. His Excellency President Joseph Juma Boakai, Senior President of the Republic of Liberia, members of the Board of Governors of the Central Bank of Liberia, the Deputy Governors, former Governor Milton Weeks, the LRA Commissioner General, the LTA, Chairperson, other officials of government, members of the banking and financial services community, distinguished guests, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Today marks a defining and transformative moment in Liberia's financial services history. With the launch of the inclusive instant payment system, dubbed the mobile money interoperability, we take a bold and a decisive step towards a modern digital financial economy, one where efficiency, transparency, and inclusion are no longer aspirations, but lived realities for every Liberian. This movement is the culmination of rigorous work
deep collaboration, and evidence-based policy making. It is informed by lessons from across Africa as captured in the State of the Inclusive Instant Payment Systems 2025 report and grounded in the concrete achievements of Liberia's own pilot phase completed earlier this year. This is a milestone that speaks to our vision, our resolve, and our commitment to the people of Liberia. Across Africa, instant payment systems are reshaping economies. According to the CIPS 2025 report, 25 African countries now operate domestic instant payment systems, with 36 instant payment systems now operating in Africa, with billions of transactions processed annually. These systems have proven to increase the velocity of money, reduce informal cash dependency, and in many countries contribute directly to GDP growth. Liberia now joins this continental wave not only as an observer, but as a participant and a future contributor. Our system reflects the principles of inclusivity, interoperability, and fairness. We are proud that Liberia is now stepping firmly onto this digital public infrastructure pathway. At the Central Bank of Liberia, our mandate remains very clear: to ensure that payment systems are safe, reliable, and inclusive. With the IIPS, we fulfill that mandate. We have created a system that works for everyone, urban and rural, banked and unbanked, the served, the underserved, and the unserved, businesses and individuals. For decades, Liberia's financial architecture has relied heavily on cash, a system that is costly, risky, and inefficient. Today, we turn the page. The IIPS represents a major upgrade to our financial infrastructure. It enables real-time transactions, reduce reliance on cash, and open the door to innovation. By providing real-time, transparent, and low-cost payment rails, the IIPS strengthens public financial management, improves service delivery, and expands financial opportunities for Liberians across all 15 counties. We are building an infrastructure that Liberians can rely on today and decades into the future. We ask you to think of the inclusive instant payment system as a digital highway, a road that connects every Liberian to opportunity. Just as physical roads link communities, this digital road links people, businesses, and government in a seamless network of trust and efficiency. Financial inclusion for us at the Central Bank of Liberia is not an option. It is an obligation. Our vision is to bring every Liberian, especially the unbanked and the underbanked, the unserved and the underserved, into the formal financial system. Through accessible digital channels, we empower citizens to save, transact, and invest. We give them the tools to participate fully in the economy. At the Central Bank of Liberia, we believe that no Liberian should be left behind. No community should be excluded. No dream should be delayed because of distance or lack of access. This is the promise of the inclusive instant payment system. One of the most powerful features of the inclusive instant payment system, it is ability to transform government payments, salaries, pensions, and social welfare transfers will now be delivered instantly and transparently. This strengthens trust, reduces leakages, and ensures accountability. It is governance at its best: efficient, responsive, and people-centered. At the Central Bank of Liberia, we know all too well that trust is not given, but rather earned. That is why the IIPS is built on the state-of-the-art technology with robust cybersecurity measures. It is designed to protect users and ensure uninterrupted service. In the world where digital threats are real, we have made security our highest priority. Your money, your data, your trust, these are sacred to us. Let me hasten to acknowledge that this achievement is not the work of one institution. It is the product of collaboration between the central bank, bank financial institution, mobile money operators, government agencies, and development partners. Together we have shown that partnership is the engine of progress. Together we have built a system that belongs to Liberia and serves Liberia. Our brand, Paid Nana, Inclusive Instant Liberia, is more than just a slogan. It is a statement of national ownership. It reflects our commitment to innovation, interoperability, and inclusion. It tells the world that Liberia is ready to lead in digital finance. Let me be clear, this is only the beginning. The pilot phase, offering P2P, person-to-person, and government-to-people real-time transactions, is the first step in a journey of transformation. The people-to-government enabling seamless payment of government taxes by the citizenry is currently ongoing with the LRA, and we will scale up incorporating commercial banks, fintech companies, and all digital service providers along the payment value chain. We will introduce new use cases, merchant payments, bill payments, cross-border transactions. We will continue to innovate for Liberia's digital future. Imagine a Liberia where every farmer, every teacher, every nurse, and every hospital worker, every motorcycle rider, every keke rider, every market woman, every taxi and bus driver, every entrepreneur can transact instantly. Imagine a Liberia where businesses thrive, government payments are transparent, and citizens are empowered. That is the Liberia we are building. That is the promise of the inclusive instant payment system. So today, I call on all stakeholders, financial institutions, businesses, and citizens to embrace this change. Use this system. Trust the system. Innovate on the system. Let us make the inclusive instant payment not just a platform, but a movement. A movement for inclusion, for empowerment, and for progress. As we launch the inclusive instant payment system, let us reaffirm our commitment to financial inclusion, to modernization, and to the prosperity of every Liberian. Together we can build a financial system that is not only instant and inclusive, but truly transformative. On behalf of the Board of Governors, the management and staff of the Central Bank of Liberia, I extend my sincere appreciation to our partners, the Gates Foundation, the African Lender Foundation, the Mojalu Foundation, TISA Works, and all participating institutions for working this path with us. To our World Bank partners, we acknowledge your support for giving us a lifeline to the deployment of a full and robust national payment switch that will ultimately enable a 24/7 open Liberian economy. To Lone Star Cell, MTN Mobile Money Corporation, and Orange Money Liberia, we say thank you for taking this journey with us and for agreeing to never keep speech again. To the staff of the Payment System Department, thank you for leading this effort. And to every member of staff of the CBL, thank you for your support. To the President, we say thank you. Your visionary leadership and your inquest to us. And I want to say this, and I remember this very, very clearly. It was in late 2024, the President had traveled to Sierra Leone. When the President returned, on a fateful morning, I don't remember the exact date, the President called me. And when I pick up the phone, the President said to me, he calls me Henry. He said, Henry, I am back. It is time to work for the Liberian people. And I said, okay, Mr. President. But before he dropped the phone, he asked me the question. He said, why are people having to carry 2 phones to do their mobile transactions? And I said, Mr. President, we are working on it. At this point in time, I didn't have a solution in sight. Because when I joined the central bank and I inquired about the national electronic payment switch, we're still far behind. But when the President asked that question, we needed to find a solution. So I called my payment system team in and we had a meeting. And they said, well, there's an organization called African Nenda that had reached out to us before. And they have offered to provide us a solution that is driven on the Moja Loop solution, the open source solution. I said, okay, that's fine. And so I took the discussion to my board and told them that, look, we have to respond. The President has asked a question and we need to respond. And I'm firmly sure that the President is asking this question on behalf of the Liberian people. And we need to answer this question. And my board firmly lined up behind me. Based on that engagement, I will travel to Accra, Ghana to meet with Steve Hallett, met with Dr. Oshola and his team. And we had a discussion. And that discussion is what has led to this launch today. To Moja Loop Foundation, to African Nenda, to TISA work, we are grateful to you for your help. Mr. President, let me be clear. This initiative has come at no cost to the Central Bank of Liberia or to the Liberian government. It is the gift of African Nenda, the Moja Loop Foundation, TISA Works, and the Gates Foundation, helping us to achieve this dream and deliver for the Liberian people. But, again, let me say, when I engaged with them, I was very, very clear. This is what the President wants, and we must deliver. At some point, I said to myself, if the President wants this for the Liberian people, I told my board, if we have to pay for it, we will have to pay for it before we deploy the national switch. But African Nenda, the Gates Foundation, came along and they have financed this for the Liberian people. And it's all because, Mr. President, of your visionary leadership that they have seen and appreciate. So let me also acknowledge some of our former governors who started this journey. The first time we heard of a national payment switch was during the reign of Governor Mills Jones. He started this initiative. Today, we have a system that doesn't incorporate all of the players right now. We are only working on the ACH, ACP, and the RTGS, which is going through an enhancement now from a support from the African Development Bank. And then, of course, the governor in the house with us today, Governor Milton Weeks, was the dream behind this engagement with the World Bank to get us to where we are. And so we want to acknowledge you, Governor. Thank you very much. So, again, before I close, I just want to say Merry Christmas to all of us. May God bless our President. May God bless the works of our hands. And may God bless the Republic of Liberia. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Badio.
Yeah.
Thank you, Governor.
I think the governor deserves another round of applause.
Thank you.
And the governor will be presenting gifts later on. We'll find it through the program to some of the partners he just spoke about.
Yeah, Mr. Governor, please, I will give the advice for you. When the president call you Henry, that's only you can't make issue order. You just to the president. President get already to call you Henry. So
he say he was making.
He not supposed to just say Henry. So say Henry. Yeah, and I like your closing statement.
What's the difference between Henry and Henry?
Henry, that is regular Liberian way. Henry, it's a refined way to call it.
Okay.
Yeah, and the president called him Henry. He say, you think of the president, I say Henry?
We are less than 5 minutes away from the official launch.
Yeah, but I like the governor closing statement. Okay. He said, Merry Christmas, which means you have a statutory mandate to meet with the two MC before you depart the hall. Failure on your part, there will be problem with the central bank. I'm telling you seriously.
You should
Mr. President, please before you leave, I beg you, designate somebody because they will look if you will not let me come near your car. I beg you, Baba. Okay, Mr. Kapwan, this with the president for me. Yeah?
So like I was saying, we are less than 5 more minutes away from the official launch. We are less than 5 minutes away from the official launch of the platform.
Exactly.
We have a 2-minute video, Mr. President, with your permission, or just a 2-minute video to demonstrate how to move money between the networks.
Yeah.
So let's view it. Thank you.
Quickly.
Under the leadership and regulatory oversight of the Central Bank of Liberia, mobile money interoperability has been implemented to strengthen financial inclusion, improve efficiency in digital payments, and support Liberia's transition toward a cash-light economy. This demonstration highlights real-time, person-to-person transfers between MTN Mobile Money and Orange Money. In this first scenario, we follow a MTN Mobile Money to send funds to an Orange Money user. The journey begins with a simple USSD interaction, accessible on any mobile phone, smart or basic, ensuring nationwide inclusion. The customer dials the MTN Momo short code, *156#. From the menu, Send Money is selected, followed by option 2 for non-mobile user. The customer then selects Orange Money as the destination wallet. Next, the recipient's Orange Money phone number is entered. The customer selects the preferred currency and enters the amount to be transferred. The system validates the recipient in real time and displays the transaction details for review. After final PIN authorization, the transaction is completed instantly, securely, and at a regulated cost. On the recipient's phone, a confirmation message is received, indicating that the payment has been successfully delivered. In this second scenario, we follow a customer using Orange Money to send funds to an MTN Mobile Money user. After dialing the Orange Money USSD code, *144#, the customer selects the desired transaction currency before proceeding to the main Orange Money menu. From the menu, the customer chooses Send Money FUT and then selects National Transfer. The customer then selects MTN Mobile Money as the destination wallet from the available options. The customer then enters the recipient's MTN Momo phone number and enters the transfer amount. The system automatically validates the recipient and clearly displays the transaction summary, including the amount, applicable fees, and total value to be debited. With secure PIN authorization, the transaction is completed instantly. The sender receives on-screen confirmation, followed by SMS notifications confirming the successful transfer and updated account balance. The receiver receiver also receives a confirmation message via SMS, indicating that the payment has been successfully delivered.
Mr. Minister of Finance and Development Planning, members of the President's Cabinet, Mr. Executive Governor, members of the Board of Governors, Deputy Governors and staff of the Central Bank of Liberia, representatives of international financial institutions and the Gates Foundation, Mr. President, and heads of commercial banking institutions, Mr. Chief Executive Officer of Lone Star Cell, Mr. Deputy Chief Executive Officer of Orange, Liberia, district executives and business leaders, former officials of government, Mr. Ambassador for Arts and Culture of Liberia and performing artists, other invited guests, members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. On the occasion of the official launch of the inclusive instant payment system by the Central Bank of Liberia and partners, I have the honor at this time to present to you His Excellency Joseph Newman Boakai, Sr., President of the Republic of Liberia.
Thank you very much. Please. So it looks like every time you have finance and work at the central bank, value and Dean, I don't know why they got one crewman, one basserman together I hope you are friends. Are you? Let me recognize the sponsors of this program, the World Bank, the Linda Foundation, the Moja Loop, and the Gates Foundation. I want to thank them for this program, for helping us to achieve this much within the short time, because it was just last year that I went to Freetown, and since then we made a lot of progress. I want to thank the governor and the Minister of Finance and all of you who have come together to make this happen. I'd like to recognize here our partners, our special guests, and members of the diplomatic corps, ministers, former leaders of the central bank, and all of you. It's been like a week of a lot of activities. Yesterday we were at the City Hall, and we know, those of you who were there, we know what happened there. I just came from Nimba, and show, the agriculture show. And I really enjoy the fact that Liberians are yearning for activities and involvement. The diaspora team is coming. Our Liberians are returning. That's what we want to see. I want to thank all of you. We could not have done this without the peace that is coming to the country, the feeling of ownership that is coming to the country. I heard the central bank governor say, now Lone Star and Orange are talking. You know what it means for people to start talking? I am reminded of two ladies who were mates, and they were not talking. So they were standing and something dropped in one of the lady's eyes, and she thought she could do it without the other lady start blowing it herself. You can't blow something yourself from your own eye. Somebody gotta help you. So we need to talk. We need to work together as Liberians. We need to put the past behind us. Thank you very much for the cooperation that we've seen in our country moving gradually. Fellow Liberians, distinguished guests, our development partners, ladies and gentlemen, today we gather to celebrate a national milestone, a bold step toward a modern, inclusive financial system. With the launch of the Instant Inclusive Payment System, Liberia declares to the world that we are ready to embrace the future of digital finance. This is not just a technological achievement. It is a statement of intent, a promise to our people that progress will not leave them behind. This matters a lot to us because in every corner of our country, from Boston, Monrovia, to the quiet villages of our country, our citizens deserve the same opportunity to participate in the economy. And that is why yesterday we launched the 100 elementary schools that we're going to build, that are going to be fully furnished. And as I always say, most of us, BBC, born before computer, but our children will our grandchildren will start computer at an early age. They deserve to send and receive money instantly, securely, and affordably. They will afford to do it because the facilities are there. They deserve dignity in their transactions, transparency in government payments, and trust in our financial system. When we launched the Arrest Agenda, we committed to transforming Liberia through agriculture, roads, rule of law, education, sanitation, linked to health and tourism. Today's launch is a powerful enabler of that vision. Agriculture, the farmers will no longer wait days or weeks for payment. With instant inclusive payment system, they can receive funds instantly, invest in seeds and tools, and keep their businesses growing. With the roads, as we have already seen, we build roads to connect communities physically. We told you yesterday that we will soon launch the road between the Simple Bridge and Bowater side. So we're and we also launch the road
from Mendicoma to go to Salai, connect there, and that we're not going to waste time in contractors that are going to build road 100 miles for 3, 4, 5 years. We break it down because we have long range season. Every time we start building roads, you're either affected by the transfer of due payments or the delay in the rainy season. We cannot wait 6 years to build one road. So the instant inclusive payment system builds digital highways to connect them financially. Rule of law, transparency and justice, by digitizing government payments, salaries, pensions, social transfers, we reduce leakages, eliminate delays, and strengthen trust in public institutions. Every time people come tell us what people are doing, what somebody is doing, this time the machines will tell us what people are doing. In education, students and schools can pay fees and receive support without barriers. Knowledge flows best when financial access isn't hindered. And now let me tell you a personal experience. I was being a student who claimed years back that he was doing engineering at a university, just to find out that this guy was not even in school. And how I found it, when I asked for his ID card, the card he gave me belonged to Maxwell Poole way back when we were in school. So this time around, we pay direct. Sanitation and tourism. Entrepreneurs in these sectors will benefit from faster payments, fueling growth and innovation. And sanitation and tourism, very important, because while we may not afford curative medicine, when we keep our environment clean. There was a time in Monrovia, sanitary inspector used to go to yards to check on your yards, keep your environment clean. I always tell people, when you're in a plane, people say, that's not my time, but suppose it's the pilot time. Have you ever thought about it? Your yard might be clean, but if your neighbor's yard is not clean, it affects you. So this is how technology becomes a servant of development. And this is how digital transformation accelerates inclusive growth. So let me be clear, financial inclusion is not a privilege, it is a right. For too long, millions of Liberians have been excluded from the formal financial system. They have relied on cash. And by the way, Mr. Governor, a lady just told me the last time, a market lady, that they are receiving coins, but they can't spend them. They go to the bank refuses the coins. You can't give people money that they can't transact business. So we have to look into that. It's risky, costly, and very inconvenient. So today we say no Liberian should be left behind. No community should be excluded. No dream should be delayed because of distance or the lack of access. The instant and inclusive payment system opens the door to opportunity. It empowers market women to receive payments without fear of theft. It enables small businesses to transact in real time. And this is very important. These days, the days of Liberia where people were coming to help you, today you have an accident, you see people go there, you think they're going to rescue you, they go and check your pocket first, and your cell phone. So it gives you don't carry any money, it gave you and our youth the tool to be innovative, which is very important to create opportunities and services that will rise on this platform. And as you know, we brought a group here that is launching AI. They are now bringing the equipment. So it is a bridge from exclusion to empowerment. Through the instant inclusive payment system, government payments will be delivered instantly, transparently, and efficiently. Salaries for civil servants, social transfers for vulnerable households, and payment contract will no longer be trapped in a bureaucratic system. And so that makes it difficult where the APM machine will ask you for tip. This is governance at its best, responsive, accountable, and people-centered. By reducing resilience on cash and enabling real-time transactions, we create an environment where businesses thrive and innovation flourishes. Digital payment reduce cash costs, increase speed, and build trust. They attract investment and stimulate entrepreneurship. They make Liberia competitive in a global economy, the poor, urban or rural, young or old. It is a Liberian solution to Liberian challenges, built through collaboration and by vision. This is what we're talking about. This is an achievement that's not going to happen by chance. It is a result of strong collaboration between the Central Bank of Liberia, the financial institutions, the mobile money operators, and the development partners. To all of you, I want to say a big thank you. You have shown that when we work together, we can overcome the barriers and deliver solutions and transform our lives. But let me be clear, this is just the beginning. The launch of IIPS is the first chapter in the larger story, the story of digital transformation that reaches every corner of Liberia. We will continue to expand digital financial services, integrate new technologies, and ensure that no one is left behind. Can we imagine a Liberia where every farmer, every teacher, every entrepreneur can transact business instantly? Imagine a Liberia when government payments are transparent, businesses are competitive, citizens are empowered. That is the Liberia we are building, and I can promise you that we're not going to stop. That is the promise of the instant inclusive payment system that we gave you some time ago. So today I will call on all Liberians, inclusive businesses and institutions, to embrace this change. And I want, it's not just the launching, but let's share the message, teach our people. Don't overlook anybody, because they're all going to be affected. So let's use the system, trust the system, innovate the system. Let us make the instant inclusive payment system not just a platform, but a movement for inclusion, for empowerment, and for progress. And I'm happy that we're including the cultural aspect of it. I once said, you don't know how much the cultural aspect of this will save you. If you teach our people to handle money properly, you can save a lot. somebody selling cassava and they handling money. If the cultural people tell them, don't touch your notes with a wet hand, they will listen. Sometimes our problem is we overlook everything. We think because we know it, they should know it. They don't know it, but when we tell them, they will listen. And that's how we bring them on board. So today, I call on all Liberians, individuals and businesses and institutions to embrace the change. Use the system, trust the system, and innovate the system. Let us remember development is not just a spectator's fact. It's not a sport. It requires participation. It requires ownership. It requires all of us. And I want to appeal to you, do not overlook people who have been in government of the past. They still have the experience. Include them. We are Liberians. So let us launch this instant inclusive payment system today. But let me reaffirm my commitment to the REST agenda of financial inclusion and to the prosperity of all Liberians. We are a very rich country with honesty, corruption under control, knowing that you alone living doesn't make life. Together we can build a nation where the opportunity is not a privilege for the few, but a right for all. I just told you we have a Korean team here that is here to invest in banking, in local aviation, starting with about 5 aircraft that will be moving around the country so that you don't have to go back. We'll be doing shipbuilding, so our young people will acquire. You know, we used to have our own pilots here, very competent pilots. So one, for all of us to begin to work together as a family. Liberians have been family society, community. We almost know each other by name. So I pray that God will help us at this Christmas camp. And because of Dean, I have decided to spend my Christmas in Lofa. So Dean, you want to get Christmas, you got to follow me in Lofa. May God bless the Central Bank of Liberia for the leadership. May God bless our Minister of Finance, all the foundations, all the team of partners. May God bless our partners for the support. May God bless the Republic of Liberia as we march boldly into the future of our digital environment. And I can tell you, between now, 3, 4, 5 years, we're going to be in a transformed Liberia. Where all our young people will get hope. I was very delighted the last time when I heard the young people, even people thought they will be again, like the DEA. They said, want him talk. The LEC man, want him talk. The Inspector General of Police. When people begin to appreciate even people who try to help them, it means that there is hope. There's hope for this country. There's no other place I would like to be but in Liberia. Liberia is a rising star. And let's work together to make that happen. Merry Christmas. We'll be lighting our Christmas tree this evening at the mansion. Those of you who can be there, be there. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Let's give His Excellency another round of applause, please. There will be a live transaction demo. We will see His Excellency sending money to the EG, and the EG in turn will be responding to His Excellency's transaction. All right, Mr. David, Marcus, here. So we'll have this. I saw you, Mr. Dean. You trying for your people. Hello, hello. All right. All right. Are we ready now? Okay. We'll do this demonstration. Up. Hello. No. While we go through that, perhaps before the live demo, Mr. Davis can. All right, we ready? We are set. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Mr. Badio. All protocol observed. This is a very significant part of the program. This is where we get to see His Excellency sending real money from his real MTN mobile wallet to the executive governor, and the executive governor will be using his real Orange mobile money and sending it to His Excellency. Once that is done, we're going to have a countdown, and the IIPS mobile money interoperability will be officially launched. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. What happening now? You're not understanding. I gotta be telling you. The protocol I wanted to change it, but the mark been giving problem. Actually, the governor was about to do some kind of transfer to the president, and the president transferred it to my phone. I think that's what they're trying to set up. Mr. President, you gotta pick. Don't make mistake with my number, yeah. You're trying to get into it, yeah. The president making sure he see that your shoulder to the thing no more there. Yeah. Whole day you're calling me convenient. Yeah, president coming to transfer to me. You're sitting at your wish warrior. They are about to launch IIPS.
So wherever you are following, we are having a live demonstration of His Excellency trying to transfer the system, but he's going to transfer morning to the mobile wallet of the central bank governor, and so that's what he's doing right now. He's putting the amount, and so he's going to put the amount there, and so that's the amount that's been placed. Enter the amount, as you can see, right after this is transferred. He's transferred $100. And so that's what you see. On the other end, you have the governor awaiting to receive the transfer from His Excellency, and here you have the president doing the transfer himself. And so, you know, it's a system that is not 100% perfect, but it's been worked on as we speak. And so they are on the bigger screen that has been displayed here, or His Excellency is using the phone on the other end. And so you have the system is preparing now. Now what you have there is that send money to send Momo and Henry Samoa, other fees. Your total amount is $100, and you're going to enter the PIN. I believe the PIN is 1, 2, 3, 4.
The IIPS is phase 1.
And click reply.
Phase 2.
And we're getting invalid PIN again. But so
Central Bank is about to it's a confirmation. Check your number. You must say
the governor is checking to verify. The governor. I'm around. So what has been done now, it's a live transfer. However, today as we speak, we're here at the ministerial complex where we have His Excellency the President is launching the official IIPS system that will allow transfer of funds between Lone Star to Orange and interoperability. They've been done. And so our full house here. So the bank governor is going to do his. He's going to try to transfer some amount to the president's phone number. And that's what's being done now. And musical interlude by the Central, by the AFL. having confirmation here. We have received finally the system works. I mean, it's a new system, so it has to be tested. So at some point you will have a technical glitch, but then it finally worked, and so we have, this is the message that money has been sent, and this is the message that money has received, and he's going to try to do the same to the president's phone number to receive the system.
First transit making second transit.
As His Excellency himself is viewing, and the bank governor is also doing the same here.
Mr. Governor, the way the president sent it to your phone, he now will send it back when you for the next POM will go catch it or you must go with his son. Man, you're supposed to send it back.
Payment received right here. Anyone? 10,000 out. And 10,000 have been received here. System tested and confirmed. Payment sent and received. His Excellency the President has officially launched the IP Nana. It's called IP Nana system here, and His Excellency with this shake hands.
First live transaction demonstration. With His Excellency and the Executive Governor of the Central Bank of Liberia.
Thank you, your pain. Thanks for the pain. Amen. Thanks for the pain. Thanks for the pain. Thank you. So we have made. Is that going on? Mr. Governor, you the one left your phone here? Then who did that transfer phone here? So who get a phone? Okay, so we have successfully made the transfer.
Yeah. So the governor will now present gifts to some of our partners.
Before he give a gift to the partner, we need to let the president know something. Mr. President, I can assure you, if you've never been safe,
I forgot that.
You can rest assured that you are safe with the level of security you get around you. Those children, they really came out outside when you were speaking for over 30 minutes. They said, we can't get up. The president speaking, I said, what?
And the thing is, for some reason,
anyone who is not to run to one to say not to run. No, but my wife will control, but you couldn't control because so you say that?
That's good.
That's good.
Alright, so let's ask the governor to make a presentation of gifts to the Foundation, African Lender, Gates Foundation,
See, even a gift, when you forget to bring a gift, man.
Mr. President, as we indicated earlier on in our remarks, these partners were very instrumental in getting us to where we are today. So, the Republic of Liberia decided to present them a gift of appreciation for the work they've done, the journey to get here. At this stage, I would like to talk about Patrick Brown, head of the fiscal authority of the country. He said we are Siamese twins, and so we are always together. So I now call upon Minister of Finance to present the African Lender Foundation. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Also have another partner in this room. That partner is the LTA. Where's the LTA chairman? Clarence Masakwa? Okay. Then, please close the favor. Presenting this gift to the Boakai Foundation. So at this junction, I will call upon Governor Weeks, who started this journey, this recent journey. So he was the one that initiated this discussion with the all night in here. So Governor Weeks, the Gates Foundation, see the Gates Foundation grab. And of course, the the Honorary Commissioner General was here. Right, I started. Okay, so I'm told the Honorary Commissioner General left. He should have been the one who actually present this gift to TISA Works. And the reason for that is that now work is ongoing with TISA Works. In the absence of the Commissioner General, we call on the Minister of Finance to please do us the honor of presenting this gift to TISA Works.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you very much, Governor. Thank you.
All the names, partners that received this. And let me just tell you something shortly. We're about to go. And please don't leave.